two peoples. It is Foamy SSD here, and today we're gonna do a little bit of a Geoguessr, like what goes through the mind of a pretty mid Geoguessr player. As you can see, I'm not the highest rating. It used to be higher rated, but my no move has just been lacking, if you will. Okay, so I'll be going over a round against Big Mexican in gold 2. Here we go. Alrighty. Round 1, we have, these mountainous, like, I don't really know how to explain it. I don't really know how to explain too many things well, but what's kind of going through my mind here, I zoom into a little bit of Russia because, I don't know why, but like a Kyrgyzstan would pop into my head. I don't know Kyrgyzstan that well. But, you see snow-tipped mountains in the back. And all these different rock formations. But then one very notable thing is the sun in the north, meaning we're in the southern hemisphere, which I click into Arg right here. I click into Arg and I was gonna leave it there. I don't know what possessed me to then move it up into like Brazil and Bolivia. So we ended up losing that round when we could have won it prayer, because I believe my opponent went down in Chile. Alright. Round 2, we're here in what I thought was France, and I'll give you a little bit into why I thought so here. So off rip, you can tell it's European. Do a little bit of a look around. Didn't help out that much, of course. I ended up zooming into the sign in the back, which is stupid of me because the original sign is right there, right? But from far away, those signs did look French to me, so I did end up going northwest France, I believe. Yeah. Not the greatest play on my part. I don't know why it's not showing, but the final was like in this area north of Barca, and my opponent went here towards the Alps because you look at the mountains and you think it looks French. Big mountains, it makes sense. Alright, round 3, bit interesting. For the average Geoguessr player, no one that plays like any bit competitively or at all, I wouldn't expect anyone to really get this. But yeah, I believe this is the Ganges River, if I'm right on that. If not, do correct me. I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking, where in India is the Ganges River? My opponent locks in, kind of see the river. I just click random. Which was not the best placement by me. I believe my opponent was somewhere in Bangladesh over here, and ended up being right there. So not the greatest play for me. Alright, we got round 4. Off rip. Yeah, skin color does play a fair amount into guessing, I would say, especially something like this. It's Africa, right? It's Africa, but where in Africa? I feel like a lot of these street markets and I don't see too many tuk-tuks in Senegal. I also didn't see a rift in the sky, which isn't like, of course, definitive, but these kind of sightings right here, and just the whole market vibe ended up leading me going to Nigeria. Ultimately correct. I believe my opponent went Senegal, so yeah, easily mistaken. Okay, round 5, 4-second round for me. Just off rip, off rip you see the what is that called? But like the black and yellow stripe across the bottom of the utility pole. No, that's Japan. I just kind of went to go rush him, locked in Japan. He went around the same area as me, but I was just a little bit farther north, which makes sense. The whole lot of trees, big forest, me pressing like north of Tokyo and in the one punch area. Like, not the smartest move on my play. I could have gotten that a little bit better. Okay, round 6, just off rip, I immediately see the double yellow lines. We're in America somewhere, one of the Americas. Look around, does look like something I've driven through, but most of rural America looks like this. See no front plate, green signs. Yeah, we're definitely US. Where the heck am I zooming in here? Okay. Where did I even go? I ended up going just middle hedge, Tennessee, right? Just this whole area. It's a good hedge. But Wisconsin, never been. Anyone from Wisconsin, hit me, let me know, what's that like? I believe my opponent went somewhere around here closer to Iowa. Alrighty, and we have here the final round, kill round. Off rip, you see like these trees right here. I forgot what they're called, but you get them in more like climate, like tropical climate, I'd say. It's we're in just random city in South America. A little bit of a look around, doesn't give me the best clue, but I believe I did end up looking towards Arge, which that's the thing about Arge. When you think Arge, you think maybe something like this, but also I've gotten Arge with like the road is just pure sand. We had that first round Arge was just pure rocks. It's just goes to show how versatile Arge really is. But I believe we ended up being in Uruguay. Yeah, but secured me the win. I believe my opponent went back in Chile, so that's just kind of what I think, what I see when I play the game of Geoguessr. But that ultimately is just what I think when my average game of Geoguessr, what like I kind of look at first, and what also helps, like bollards, utility poles, what hemisphere you're in based off the sun, those kind of like meta gaming stuff. But if you got any tips, let me know down below, and hopefully I can do more of these videos in the future. See ya.